genuinely do not like each other, and it exploded here yesterday at the weigh-in. They played Wing Chun with their arms and the whole camps got involved. It wasn't pretty, but it just showed people, do not blink, do not miss this fight. The animosity is genuine.
So time for the tail of the tape. Edwards still unbeaten in 8 fights so far. Height the same, reach big advantage for Fabian Edwards. Needs to use that tonight. Which way is this massive grudge match gonna go? Let's get to our MC, to Terry Kavanagh.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the co-main event of the evening. 3 rounds in a middleweight contest. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. He stands 6 feet 1 inches tall and officially weighed in at 185 pounds. He brings to the cage a professional record of 13 wins and 2 losses. From London, England, please welcome Michael Chimone. And introducing his opponent across the cage in the red corner. He stands 6 feet 1 inches tall and weighed in at 185.4 pounds. He brings a perfect professional record to the cage of 8 wins and no losses. From Birmingham, England, please welcome Fabian the Assassin Edwards. Your referee in charge of the action, Mr. Leon Roberts.
Gentlemen, you both know the rules, you both know what to expect. Protect yourself at all times, follow my instructions at all times. Fight hard, fight fair, and fight clean. Okay? Back to your corners then.
I got goosebumps.
Yeah, just gonna say, that was some stare down. The phony war, which has been a noisy phony war, is over. Shipman in the blue gloves, Edwards in the red. Who is going to come out on top here? You told me yesterday, Josh, that often with these big grudge matches, the first round can be quiet as they just try and feel each other out.
I like what Shipman did there. He knew he wasn't going to throw anything, but he changed his stance, and he kind of chopped out for a little bit, but always stayed right outside of range, made Fabian react.
Shipman has given everything to this sport, and he's just given everything there to Edwards. Into the cup it went.
It just grazed it. Yeah, it grazed it.
You've got to be in charge of them, right? Placement in the right position from now.
Got 5 minutes if he wants. He has to make sure he's right. There it is.
Kind of just skimmed off the front of it, went up into the gut.
We can reset and we can start again. Shipman falling short there with that right hand.
Gotta be careful of that high right kick. That high left kick, I mean, by Fabian.
Just keep those knees clean, gents.
Strength there and power from Shipman. First chance they really had to feel each other's strength.
When I sat with Fabian in the fighter interviews, he talked about how everyone had talked to him and told him how strong he was. But one of his teammates had fought Shipman and said, look, he's strong, but he's not like something that's overwhelmingly strong. He's like, Fabian, when I deal with you and I train with you, he's like, you're just as strong. He's like, but you're not a stiff strong, you flow. So there's a difference in style of when guys are strong. Sometimes they're really stiff and they're physically strong, and there's guys that are strong in positions they need to be strong in.
Rugby player growing up, Shipman. Plenty of strength in that sport. Given so much to this sport. Living in a van outside the gym for a while.
This is not the range that Shipman wants to be in. He either wants to be all the way in or all the way out. out. He can't stay in that kicking range.
Good left hook there from Edwards. Such a smooth move in the cage, Fabian Edwards.
Fights like this either have your young talent rise to the top. That cream will rise to the top. Fabian Edwards right now looks like he's starting to rise. He knows that Shipman's a tough opponent. He knows there's more. At any moment, Shipman can get him down, take him down, or start to do something that may potentially he can lose the fight.
Been a good smooth start this from Edwards. Just a little pouring right hand there from Shipman.
Big shot right there by Shipman.
We feel that Shipman needs, even at this early stage, just a little confidence boost. That right hand might have been it. Good left hand there, though, from Fabian Edwards. Shipman trying to get the fight where he wants it, where he feels.
That's a smart move by Shipman right there. What he did was he locked on the single leg and tried to pull him away so he could re-enter and get to a body lock or get low on the legs. Nice work by Fabian, though, trying to turn the tide a little bit, threaten to take down himself.
That loss against Priscilla Van Steenis really hurt Shipman, but it took a while to reset and get himself focused.
He was having a really good fight in that fight up until that moment. He just relaxed, made a mistake, and it cost him. That's the fight business.
Yeah, in some ways those defeats are harder to take than others, aren't they? When I think he should have come out with the win.
I'm somebody that's on the Fabian bandwagon, okay? I'm someone that believes in all the talent and all of his ability. But moments like this is where I feel he gives up rounds sometimes. He's so relaxed and so calm in moments where he needs to focus on getting off of that fence, because in a 3-round fight, you don't have minutes and seconds to lose sitting with your back against the fence.
It's all part of the Shipman plan as well. He's watched plenty of Fabian Edwards going to come up with a solution to try and break him down. It's a good kick there from Edwards. And then really good combination too.
Nice little uppercut right hook by Fabian. He's doing a good job of making Shipman have to react off of the pressure.
Shipman did well there to slip that left hand. Close opening round. Is it going to be one of those fights? Very hard to score. Imagine if this ended up being controversial with all the talk there's been. Edwards needs to get himself out of this position.
I like that sense of urgency right there that he tried to show. Focus on getting his back off the fence. I believe that was something his brother said in the corner to him, Leon Edwards.
Red fingers. On my fingers, right?
Just control only. Don't hook in the glove. Don't hook in the glove.
Ref.
Shipman's got his hands locked underneath the butt. That normally means it's going to be a lot easier for him to get to that takedown. He's going to scoop him up and start to pull him back. You see the technique of Fabian. Nice work.
Yeah, really good takedown defense there from Fabian Edwards.
Shipman switched from the double to the single leg, pulled him away from the fence. He's hitting that switch, though, Fabian was. Oh, nice work. He's on the neck. Oh, head popped out by Shipman. Fabian needs to get those feet on the hips and start trying to make space to get back up to his feet.
He goes toes flat, Fabian, keep the feet flat.
It's been hard work, but Shipman has finally got into some kind of position that he wanted here. Reminder, Fabian Edwards is on the bottom at the moment, unbeaten. One of the stars of Bellator this year, in Europe anyway. Shipman is so tough, so seasoned.
Fabian needs to, yeah, He needs to spend more time focusing on getting back up to his feet. Got a hand fight right here. Not let that front headlock get set in. And you start trying to fight the hands, separate his grip.
See Fabian Edwards looking up at the big screen here at Wembley. Going to work a way out of this position. Knees there from Shipman, but nothing damaging.
Smart move by Fabian though when he circled up. As soon as he got free, he circled and put Shipman's back to the fence.
Sense that Edwards is getting riled by the way this is going. There's some real urgency about it now. Now Edwards looks for the takedown, but there's a sprawl there from Shipman.
It's not where Fabian wants to be. Trying to shut the head by, get to the back. Wasn't able to do it.
Final couple of minutes of round 2.
You can see the smile on Shipman's face. This is exactly where he wants to be. He just wants to be hanging out, making Fabian carry his weight.
Trying to grind him down, trying to tire him out.
Well, what Shipman's trying to set up, he's trying to set up that Darce choke, or that Anaconda. When he gets there, he's on that front choke. He's gonna try to hook the leg if he can put his arm all the way through. Fabian needs to fight the hands and start trying to clear his head and stand back up to his feet. This is a problem that I think a lot of the European fighters have. They need to understand the ref's not gonna stand you up here.
Edwards was looking for that, wasn't he? But
well, Shipman's looking for a submission, so the ref's not going to stand you up there.
Final minute of this second round. It's going Shipman's way at the moment, narrowly. How much did that take out of Edwards? Edwards trying to stalk him at the moment.
You need that sense of urgency right now.
Good knee though from Shipman.
Yeah, but a nice little overhand left also too by Fabian.
They're both landing at the same time there. Shipman with the left hook and Edwards with a straight left. And a leg kick from Edwards.
That's what we haven't seen a lot of from Fabian in this fight, is the kicks. Saw a couple head kicks in the first round, but I would have thought he would have went to the leg kicks early in the fight.
You said round 1 narrowly to Shipman. Round 2?
It could be 1-1 though. It really could be 1-1.
Follow him around. Put your hands together, hands and kicks together. Yeah, you might be too nice, you might need to finish.
Fabian's brother Leon, very, very accomplished fighter himself, of course.
Fight on with your hands and legs. Switch on, bro. 1 round.
Let's hear from Shipman's corner.
You can feel the emotion from Leon Edwards talking to his brother, telling him, like, get it together. Like, you could be down 2, you could be 1-1. But whatever it is, you've got to put your hands and your kicks together, because we haven't seen a lot of that from Fabian. He's fighting the fight that he needs to fight. Shipman is to win this fight.
And as Josh predicted, he's been predicting it all week really, the grudge fight, the fireworks fight has not caught fire yet. We have 5 minutes left for it to do so. It's been interesting, don't get me wrong, fascinating, but it hasn't caught fire in the way it did, for example, at the weigh-in.
But this is what I want to see. I want to see a sense of urgency from Fabian.
Two left hands from Fabian Edwards.
This is the Fabian Edwards I believe that we have on our hands, but we just got to see it from him.
He's decided to come out and take some risks now. Try and impose himself and his style on Shipman. And then Shipman reacts very well.
Nicely done. Got to the takedown. Fabian needs to work on trying to get up to his feet, not trying to work on the submissions or the sweeps. He needs to work on trying to get back to his feet as fast as possible. Kind of switch his hips out, put his back flat to the cage so he can start pushing on the head and trying to get one leg free so he can get the knee up.
Shipman's happy where he is at the moment.
He's got to shift his hips a little bit so he can clear one leg out. If he can clear one leg out, then he can start working his way back up. The best thing for him to do is butt scoot his butt away so he can clear one of his knees. There you go. Now he's got to start getting back up. Post it on his right hand.
The clock's against Edwards here. He's got to get out of this.
Hip escape out and start getting to his knees. There you go.
Looking for those up kicks that he so dramatically finished in Birmingham with. Shipman came in looking for the submission.
The speed on the scrambles belongs to Fabian. He just needs to make sure he causes the scrambles more often. And he's got to put pressure now. I think he thinks either it's 1-1 and he needs to win this round, or he thinks he's down. But I like this level of intensity by him.
Edwards now is the one on the front foot. Landed that left uppercut and then the kick from Edwards.
Don't chase. All he's got to do is just cut the cage off and then open up. Touch, touch, touch. You see that a little bit like how Paul Daly does it. He'll touch you, and then he'll throw big punches. Land, and then he'll go back to touch, touch, and then big punches.
Trying to stalk him here, Edwards.
Nice combination right there.
Best combination of the five right there from Edwards. If Edwards wins this final round definitively, then it might yet be enough here. Approaching the final 90 seconds. The elbow there from Edwards.
I mean, everybody at home that's watching this, I want you guys to remember, it has to do with who's doing the most damage.
Edwards just did some damage there to Shipman.
Nice combinations there as well. Mouthpiece came out, it looked like.
Looks tired now, Shipman. Can Edwards do something dramatic here as we head for the final minute? He looks the pressure here, Edwards.
He's got 1 minute left. He's got to push this pace, but without getting careless.
Shipman looking for that inside leg kick.
Nice uppercut.
And Edwards trying to land his left hand there.
Nice elbow in the exchange.
And now Shipman is hurt here. Final 30 seconds. Looks okay though, looks to have recovered.
Fabian needs to push this pace though, he's got Shipman on the ropes.
Breathing heavily though, Edwards here. Final seconds of the fight. Edwards hoping to end in this dominant position and make sure at least of this final round. Now it will go to the judges.
The fight couldn't have been any more evenly matched.
Couldn't have been much closer. Now we'll have to wait and see. And whatever happens, however it's scored, I still don't think it's sorted out the grudge. It's so close, Josh.
I think the best thing to do is paper, rock, scissors for rounds 4 and 5. Let's go.
You always want rounds 4 and 5. Anyway, take a look at some of the action here, Josh.
Nice uppercut there. That kind of stunned Shipman a little bit. Got him wobbled a little bit. Fabian knew it. That's why he jumped right back at him right away. Hit him with a nice elbow inside the clinch. None of those really landed all that much, but he was able to kind of pummel himself back inside. I liked what he did right there. He put his head right up underneath Shipman's chin. Made it hard for him to get it on the single, on the double leg.
Let's go, hands up, let's go.
Oh, we're just waiting still. Josh is going to make his way in there to interview the winner. Still don't know who it is. Two very different styles, and they don't always blend to make a classic today, but there was so much tension. There was so much ill feeling, which I don't think will have been sorted out by this meeting. And if you were looking for something definitive, if both camps were looking for something definitive, well, however this ends up, we have not had that. Must be awful, the wait for both of them. Been a lot of trash talking, a lot on social media. The nonsense at the weigh-in as well, and it all comes down to this. Interminable wait for them. Don't forget, we've got Michael Venom Page, MVP himself, to come against Giovanni Melillo. The MVP show is always worth watching. See, Terry Kavanagh has the results. They're going to call the fighters into the center of the cage in just a moment, and we will find out who has got it. Referee's going to call them together. And here is the verdict of this immense grudge match. Here's Terry Kavanagh.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 3 rounds, we go to the judges' scorecards. Judge Torelli scores the bout 29-28, Shipman. Judge D'Amato scores the bout 29-28, Edwards. And Judge Cartlidge scores the bout 30-27 in favor of your winner by split decision, Fabian Edwards.
Wow. Edwards gets it on a split. And not only that, but gets it 30-27 on one of the scorecards. He and his team have leapt out of the cage to celebrate, leaving Josh waiting for his interview in the cage. Poor Mike Shipman. Someone had to lose, and at least there's a little fist bump between the two of them. Fabian is back in there now. Shipman doesn't want to leave.
Hey, what's up, guys? This is Francis Ngannou. Subscribe now to the PFL MMA YouTube channel.